Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today is the tale of the second day of the service at South Downs and then our trip to London for Alan's MRI scan. So things were going so well, and we went to South Downs, we dropped off the van, we had a cracking English breakfast, tried a bit of micro camping as you will see, and then we had an early night and got up early the following day for our trip to London. And I have to say, the trains were great. They were spot on time. The hospital was absolutely excellent. And we even caught an early train back. Everything was going so well until we'd been to London for Alan's MRI scan. And then, in true Motor and Masons fashion, disaster struck. Day 2. We've just dropped it off at South Downs again. Hopefully it'll be ready for just after lunch, they say, so we've got to find something to do again. Yeah, there it is. I don't seem to have so many in the workshop today as I did yesterday.
That was packed.
It was chockers yesterday. Maybe that bodes well. We had an early start and now we're starving. So, we're at Moto Lumis Cafe on the A32 on the Alton Road, and we're going to get ourselves an English breakfast. Yes, so this is where we just had breakfast. Even got a rack for your helmets here. It's really good breakfast, I have to say. And at the other end, there's settees so you can relax. And it does seem to be quite well used. Yeah, thoroughly recommend the breakfast. So everything's bike themed. I have never seen hanging baskets like this before. They're really good. Brilliant. Well, we've seen it on the internet. Those Happy Days, they went all over Europe in a micro camper. So we thought we'd give it a go. Seriously, it does look a bit odd, doesn't it? Van's gone. But it's a nice day, so, and they don't need it for so long today. So we thought we'd just sit around and relax in the sunshine, put our feet up until we get the call to say it's ready. So, good morning. 5:30 start this morning. It's coming up to 7:30 and we're just about going off to the station to go to London for Alan's hospital appointment. So hopefully this will be the last of the early mornings, at least until next week. So they're forecasting thunderstorms today. It's quite warm, but in anticipation, I've adjusted the awning. You'll see it's got quite a slant on to the right. From past experience in heavy weather, we've seen that they pond on top and that can collapse the whole thing. So hopefully we've taken the right precautions. So another 10 minutes or so and we'll be off to the station and off into central London.
Can you get where you're going safely?
So, that's the Warrior. We're just about to go into the station. Yes, so this is Portsmouth Station and we're sitting at the end of platform 5. Train's on time, 8:29 to London Victoria. Looks like we're stopping, oh crikey, sometimes every 3 minutes looking at the timing on the board. But we get there at 10:45. So, and we've got to be there for 11:45, so we've got bags of time.
Portsmouth and Southsea. Please
So
mind the gap between the train and the platform.
We're on the train. First stop, Portsmouth and Southsea. Yeah, I know, we've only come from Portsmouth Harbour, but lots of stops to go yet.
Yeah, we've gone for the stop because it puts us at the right station in London.
That's right, the quicker one goes to Waterloo, but the place we're going is only sort of a third of a mile from Victoria Station, so it'd be silly to go to Waterloo, so...
Yeah, don't want taxis and that.
No, this is much better.
Clapham Junction. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
It's quite a skyline. From the old houses there and all the skyscrapers. It's a real mix, isn't it? Every time I go past here I think I wouldn't like one of these apartments. Unless you're a train spotter.
Well, I bet you they're very expensive.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's Battersea Power Station.
But didn't get the chimneys. What the hell is that?
And the Thames. Right, we need to go that way. Right, so we're just walking away from Victoria Station now, heading towards, we've just come off Buckingham Palace Road, heading towards Grosvenor Place. Well, that's the back of Buckingham Palace, Charlie's back garden. Can't see a lot though, can you?
And that's where I motorbike.
Yeah. Won't admit to that one, love. Although I think the statute of limitations probably run out by now.
40 years?
40 years, yeah. Yeah, so this is the hospital. Very grand.
I think there's a door down there.
It's 33, so...
Yeah, there's a door there.
Yeah, she said to go in the entrance at 33.
Okay, so...
And then it was in the basement, she said, MRI. There we are. The Cleveland Clinic. Well, here's a picture of a brave soldier. It was an hour and a half in the MRI machine, so don't know how you stood it, love. But it's lovely buildings around here. Stunning.
Yeah.
Look at that for a piece of public art. Got in.
Dinner tonight.
Amazing. That is fabulous.
Yeah. Where are we?
We're at Victoria Station. Yeah, it's a much better one, isn't it? Well, I'm in big trouble. Everything was going so well. We've been to London, even caught the earlier train back to Portsmouth, but I've lost the car keys. Alan gave me the car keys to put in the handbag, and they're not there now. I don't know what's happened to them. The car's stuck in Gunwharf Quays car park. We tried the AA. They can't get anybody to assist us till Monday as far as the lock's concerned. They can get us a recovery. It's 150 quid. But there's a height barrier on the car park, so that's going to be extra for special equipment. We've tried an auto locksmith. They can't do anything, it's main dealer only. So our only alternative is to leave the car where it is and I fly back tomorrow to Guernsey to pick up the spare key. Everything was going far too well. We'll let you know what happens. The clips you're going to see don't really tell the full tale here. Let me paint you the picture. As you'll have seen, I've lost the car keys. So, the car is in Gunwharf Quays car park. It's all locked up. We're at the station. It's thunder and lightning. It's absolutely tipping it down. Alan hasn't got a coat because his coat's in the car. He got absolutely soaked. So we stood on the steps, slightly undercover, at the station, trying to sort something out. Well, what do? You ring the AA, don't you? Well, we were told that our level of cover, which we thought actually was the top level, but apparently it isn't, doesn't cover what they call key assist. But that wasn't our first problem. Our first problem was the fact, because we've got a Guernsey registration number, they didn't recognise the car. And said they were going to have to put us through to European breakdown. I kept telling them we're in Portsmouth. Anyway, there were 3 different operators dealt with us until we eventually got this really nice lady, and all she could do was offer to give us breakdown recovery. So she got a quote for breakdown recovery, which would mean we had to take the car from the car park back to the site. But what would we do with it then? We hadn't got the keys to get into it. So she got us a quote anyway, 156 quid, but they were going to need specialist equipment because there was a height barrier, 2.3 metres. So they couldn't recover the car without dealing with the height barrier. God knows what they were going to do. I have absolutely no idea. The key assist people were useless because VW, apparently, dealer only, and they couldn't get anybody out from the dealers. And we subsequently found out that, yes, we can get a key from the dealers, 10 working days. And within 5 days, we were going off to Grafham Water. So we got no idea what to do. So we're stuck at the station. We're in pouring rain. We can't get into the car. So we decided that the only thing we could do, we'd still got the van keys, was at least get back to the van. So we went into Gunwharf Quays, spoke to the parking information office, told them the car was going to be stuck there and they were fine, and said they'd sort us out on the way out. Got into a taxi, absolutely soaking wet. All the windows on the taxi all steamed up and everything. It was just a nightmare. Well, I'm in a taxi now. We're going back to the motorhome. We've told the car park attendant it's going to stay there, the car, because we don't have any option. I said, my God, that's going to cost us. He said, just come and see me and we'll sort it out. So I think we're going to get away with an extended parking fee, but still doesn't solve the key problem. Alan's waiting for a call back from the dealers, and I've looked up the flights and it's about 350 quid for me to fly back to Guernsey and back tomorrow to pick up the keys. So at the moment we're exploring all options.
So,
Oh, and I forgot to say,
she's recording.
it's tipping it down.
Yeah.
Well, it's been quite a day. Here's Alan. They had to pump all sorts of chemicals in him to put his heart under stress to be able to do the MRI.
He's under enough stress having to go to London.
Let alone what happened on the way back. So, yeah. So yes, we are now back in the van. But yesterday we were minus the van, today we're minus the car. And it sat there in the car park.
35 quid taxi journey.
Taxi was 35 quid to get us back here. And we're still not sure what's going to happen yet. There's a very helpful man on site who He's part of the management of the AA and he's trying to sort something out for us. And the alternative is for me to fly back to Guernsey to get the spare key. So that might still be happening tomorrow. Looks like there's a flight around 2ish, and I can then get back here for about 7. But that means taking me and picking me up in the motorhome from the airport, which is about 20 miles or so away, and then he'd have to drop me back into Portsmouth so that I could then go and pick the up and bring it back here. So yeah, I'm in big trouble. I put them in my handbag, and it's a big handbag, so when I couldn't find them to start with, I didn't panic. But as time went on, and eventually we emptied the handbag, turned it inside out, and I really don't think they're there. I'm going to have another look, but I don't think it's going to do me any good. But the irony of it is, keys always drop to the bottom, don't they, in a big handbag? But they're not there. So we'll update you tomorrow. A nightmare. So we got back to the van. 35 quid worse off for the taxi ride. It's only 12 mile, but 35 quid, which I suppose is about average, to be honest with you. So we got back here, got back in the van, and then started worrying all over again what we were going to do. Alan had been hoping for a call back from the dealers, but when he did eventually get the call back, well, actually he didn't that night. We didn't get a call back till the following morning. So we sat here thinking there's just no option. I'm going to have to go back to Guernsey. I'm going to have to fly back to Guernsey. So we looked it all up, as you'll see on the clips, and it was going to cost us a fair bit of money, but I could get back and back again in the day. But in the meantime, one of the other campers on the site was part of the management of the AA, and he tried his absolute level best to sort us out and said, give him until the morning, because by this time it was getting on. Give him until the morning and we'd have a call and see what could be done about it. So that's what we did. The following morning, even though we were still waiting to hear back from the main dealers about the keys, and we were still waiting to hear back from the AA to see if they could help us, we decided, look, we better do something about this. So the idea was that Alan would run me to Southampton Airport and I'd grab a flight. So went back online and all the flights were gone. So that was no longer an option. So option 2, well, there's a ferry. Alan can still run me to the ferry to Poole. It's about 50 mile or so, and pick me up. It would mean an overnight, because you can't do the ferry back in a day and back again. But that was the option we were taking. So what happened next? We hadn't got a lot of fuel in the van, because we'd planned on filling up when we leave here to go to Grafham Water and filling up with LPG at the same time. So Alan said, right, well, I'll have to fill up on the way back. And then I suddenly remembered the fuel cap key was with the other spare keys that I'd left in the glove box of the Up. They'd been left in the glove box of the Up in case I got my handbag stolen in London, so we'd still got spare keys for the van. But now they were locked in the car park at Gunwharf Quays, so Alan couldn't take me to Poole, because he'd never get there and back, let alone there and back again to pick me up. So we were well and truly stuffed. So, no fuel, well, not enough, no key, no car, keys in Guernsey. I've got to get back there somehow to get the keys. What on earth did we do? Well, catch us next time and we'll tell you. So for now, hope you enjoyed. Please give us a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to tune in next time to find out what happened. Clearly you see I'm here and relaxed once more. But how did we do it? Cheers.